ka mag-start as a real estate virtual assistant? So this is the climax of our conversation, right? So here are the things to prepare. Letter F na naman. Alam niyo, nahawa na ako kay Fruit Herat. Panood ko kay Fruit Herat. Diba? So, first is you need resume. So, payo ko lang, yung resume dapat ay one-pager lang as much as possible. Diba? Hindi kinakailangan na 3 pages yung resume nyo, guys. Hindi, as much as possible, be direct to the point sa resume na meron kayo. May nag-comment sa sa Facebook, sabi niya parang destiny naman itong webinar na to just got connected to the largest broker recently as a real estate agent. Sign na ata.
Congrats!
Yes, diba? Congrats! So, we are on slide 15 niya. We have the things to prepare. So, first, kailangan nyo ng resume. Okay? Updated dapat ito. Regardless kung wala kayong experience sa real estate, you can take my online course para meron kayong certification or pwede nyong ilagay na meron kayong knowledge about real estate. I'm telling you guys, it's tailored, my online course is tailored fit sa mga taong walang experience at may experience, okay? And it's a jam-packed module. It's 9 module, guys, and you can learn real estate virtual assistants in less than 8 hours. If you want, if gusto nyo tapusin na 8 hours. Pero may option naman kayong balikan yon at, i-appreciate and intindihin yung mga information ng na in your own way, like in a self-paced way. So, next is portfolio. Kailangan pa rin ng portfolio kapag real estate virtual assistant ka? Hindi. Kailangan mo lang yun if you're applying as a digital marketer, if you're applying for social media manager, ganon. So, if you're applying for a transaction coordinator role, you don't need a portfolio. Okay? Next, of course, kailangan nyo ng equipment. Pwede po ba cellphone? Hindi. Okay? Bakit po? May mga tools and platforms na hindi accessible sa phone. Yan. Okay? Next is a stable internet connection. Of course, kailangan natin. And our productivity will always rely kung gaano ka-bilis yung internet natin. Always remember that. Workstation, of course, as a remote worker or as a freelancer virtual assistant, we still want to feel that we are on a work environment, right? So if you are starting your journey as a freelancer or virtual assistant, find a very conducive place for you where you can start your work para rin less distraction at makapag-focus kayo. May question, is video introduction needed as well po? Yes. Video introduction. And in my online course, I have a sample intro video that you can copy. It's a 1-minute intro video, okay? That you can, benchmark. So, para makagawa kayo ng sarili nyong intro video. Lastly, headset, right? Kailangan nyo ng headset. Di ba bongga yung nanay ni Mia? Habang navigate si Mia, talagang, parang hindi naman siya kita, Mia. Carry lang. Hayaan mo siyang mag-treadmill. Next is mastery in Google Workspace and Microsoft products. Bakit ko sinabing mastery? Guys, kapag kayo ay kahit cold caller yung applyan nyo, any position, kailangan nyo ng mastery sa Google Workspace and Microsoft products. Always remember that. During your application, you will use Google Workspace and Microsoft products during your application. That's why you have to master how to use those platforms. Kapag di nyo pa na-master yan, huwag muna kayo mag-apply. That's the rule of thumb. Okay? Next. Sa laptop po, ano pang much better? Yung may Core i5. Pwedeng Core i5. Pwede na yan. Next. So, ito yung first step mo as a real estate virtual assistant. First, you need to understand the role. Hindi pwedeng mag-a-apply ka lang kasi mukha kang pera. Alam natin na mukha lahat tayo. Ako mukha akong pera. Si Mia mukhang pera yan. Diba? Lahat tayo mukhang pera. Tama? Pero, kailangan talaga nating intindihin yung role. You have to familiarize your... Mia, can you turn the slide on slide number 16? Check naman sa please. So, it says here that you need to familiarize yourself with the duties of a real estate VA, such as managing listings, scheduling appointments, handling communications, and performing market research. Again, all of us, may iba-iba tayong skill set. Okay? And we have to match our skill set with the role. It's just that para lang yang singsing at ang daliri mo. This is your role. Okay? And this is you. Okay? Kailangan nyo mag-fit. Okay? Kailangan mag-fit ng role at ng skill set mo. Okay? If hindi mo pa alam yung particular skill set, pwede ka naman mag-upskill. But what I'm trying to say is kailangan mo mahalin yung role at kailangan mo maintindihan yung role mo in order for you to perform. Next, acquire relevant skills. So, of course, the more na nagiging engaged ka sa trabaho or sa role mo, you will develop a lot of skills such as customer service, communication, organization, and real estate software. Okay? And proficiency in English is really crucial. Baka naman bakla Tagalog ka ng Tagalog o nahihirapan ka okay lang naman na hindi sobrang galing. Okay? Kami naman, hindi naman kami super advanced yung English namin. Pero as long as you can communicate, as long as you can deliver the message to the recipient or to your client, that's much more better, okay? You have to make sure na lang talaga, nako-convey niyo yung message na gusto nyo, okay? Hindi kayo nahihirapan na express yung sarili nyo. Next is, of course, get training and certification. So, enroll in online course for local training programs that offer certification in real estate virtual assistant or related fields. So, napakaswerte niya kasi nung panahon ko, noong 2021, walang ganito. As in, kung gusto mong matuto, magsariling sikap ka. Kailangan mong pumunta sa iba't ibang website, kailangan mong mag-conduct ng thorough research para matutunan yung role na hinahanap mo, right? And when it comes to training, guys, huwag kayong mag-focus sa certification. Kahit 1,000 certificate pa ang meron kayo, pero hindi nyo kayang execute yung nakalagay doon na skills na tinrain nyo, walang kwenta yung certification nyo. Always remember kapag nagtitraining kayo, mag-focus kayo sa essential part, which is the skills na gusto nilang ituro sa inyo or knowledge na gusto nilang ituro sa inyo ng course creator. That's my role as a course creator as well on my online course. And later we will discuss my online course further. So, of course, very important, special tip, create a professional resume. Girl, hindi natin kinakailangan ng bulaklaki na resume, ha? Hindi natin kailangan ng makulay na resume. Hindi nyo rin kailangan ng resume na may picture na grabe ang make-up para namang para may glam team. No? Kailangan lang natin ay professional. Pag sinabing professional resume, kailangan nyo lang i-highlight yung skills nyo, yung training niyo, and yung relevant experience nyo. And kailangan connected yun sa trabaho ng ina-applyan nyo. And kung may certificate kayo, pwede nyo rin include, much better, pero hindi siya requirement.
Sisingit ako dun sisingit ako dun sa professional resume. The easiest way na makagawa kayo ng professional resume is gumawa kayo ng profile either sa LinkedIn or sa JobStreet, and then meron dun option for you to to produce a resume na naka-PDF na. LinkedIn or JobStreet.
Yes, I also have salamat Mia, and dahil siningit mo may isisingit din akong platform. So there's a platform na ginagamit ko, it's Kinobi. It's K-I-N-O-B-I. It's a resume builder. It's an ATS-friendly or applicant tracker system-friendly resume builder. Pag ginamit yung platform na yun, at itinuro ko yan sa online course ko kung paano siya gamitin. And andun yung helpful links kung saan nyo siya makukuha. Para lang kayo nag-fill out ng Google Form. After nyo mag-fill out ng Google Form, may resume na kayo. That's Kinobi. And it is available on my online course. If you want, later we'll discuss. Next step is build an online presence. This is really important. When we say online presence is we need to create profiles in freelancing platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Online Jobs PH, and in LinkedIn profile. Okay? Pwede na kayo gumawa ng profile sa LinkedIn. When we say build online presence, kailangan yung i-optimize lahat ng profiles nyo. Kasi the more nakikita ng mga kliyente na meron kayong result, you can bring a massive result, you can bring, a revenue to the team and nakakontribute na kayo ng malaki, the more na mataas ang chance na i-hire nila kayo. So put very much information on your platforms and build an online presence. Time to time, i-check niyo online jobs nyo, apply kayo para hindi mabawasan yung points nyo kasi nababawasan yan. Okay? And sa LinkedIn, connect lang kayo ng connect. Okay? And i-try nyo siyang i-optimize by, completing the steps. May mga steps naman doon. Next is network with real estate professional. Join online forums, social media groups, and other local real estate association to connect with real estate agents and brokers who might need a VA. So, paano kami makakonect? Naghanap nga kami ng client. Guys, marami pong mga Facebook group ngayon ng mga real estate VA at marami pong clients na aligid-aligid doon. At if kailangan nyo nun, search nyo lang sa Facebook, napakarami po. Ako kasali ako doon. Okay, so now, next step is prepare a professional setup. So ensure na meron kayong computer, reliable computer, high-speed internet connection, and quiet workspace, okay? And lastly is market your services. Use social media, personal website, freelancing platform to market your VA services. Highlight your unique skills and experience in real estate. Always remember, guys, medyo step na yung competition ngayon. As in, dati, slide 19, Mia, please. So, kung dati, mag-submit kayo ng 5 resume sa, like 5 applications sa online jobs, like, makakatanggap na kayo ng interview right away. Madali lang, medyo may kadalian siya. Okay? Pero ngayon, medyo may kahirapan na maghanap ng kliyente. Aminin natin yon. And ayoko namang sabihin na yun ay hindi totoo. Dahil ako po mismo, nung nawalan ako ng client, because I shift gears, nahirapan din po ako maghanap ng client. And ayoko naman pong i-sugarcoat na madaling maghanap ng client. Of course, gusto nating magbigay ng tamang impormasyon sa webinar na to. Mahirap na maghanap ng client. That's why, here's the secret ingredient to become a successful or a rockstar virtual assistant. Identify your unique selling proposition. Paano mo ipoposition ang sarili mo sa kliyente? Paano mo ipoposition sa kanila na, girl, you need to get me. Kasi kapag di mo ko kinuha, it's your loss. You need to have that thinking, right? You need to slay the role, something like that. So, kailangan alamin yung unique selling proposition nyo. Bakit ka naiiba sa lahat ng real estate virtual assistant? Tanungin mo yung sarili mo. And from that, you compose, your own, your maybe just like a reference or a copy na pwede mong gamitin during your interviews. You can say that, isa sa mga sekreto, sige, ibibigay ko na sa inyo. Give them numbers. Ibig sabihin, kapag kinakausap kayo, magbigay kayo ng numbers. Example, can you tell me more something about your experience in real estate? Yeah, I work as a real estate transaction coordinator for 3 years in the state of California where we sold 200 houses in span of 1 year and we were able to generate $400 million. O diba? Ang ganda pakinggan. Ibig sabihin, may resulta yung ginagawa mo. Isang technique yon. Give them numbers. Okay? Last is seek client testimonial. So sa mga may experience na to so sa mga may experience na hingi kayo ng testimonial sa client nyo, very effective din to. Kasi lahat na yon parang nanghihingi na. Lahat ng kliyente ngayon sa online jobs, nanghihingi na sila ng references. Matatalino na lahat ng clients ngayon, guys. Ako nagsasabi sa inyo. Okay. So, para mas ma-visualize nyo, slide number 21, Mia. There's a success ladder that I built for you guys. So, ito yung mga steps ninyo para maging rockstar virtual assistant kayo. Of course, mag-start kayo sa pag-submit ng application. Pangalawa, discovery call. Kapag nagkaroon kayo ng of course, during the application, yun yung pinakamahirap na stage. Sa unang baitang, sa unang step, yun yung pinakamahirap. Kailangan makakuha agad kayo ng invite. Ngayon, kapag nakuha kayo ng invite discovery call, ano bang meron sa discovery call? Of course, discover the business, discover mo yung role, i-check mo if nagmamatch ba siya sa services na ino-offer mo. Okay? Huwag kayo magpeke-pekean. Kunyari, ang hanap graphic designer, hindi naman kayo magaling sa graphic design, nag-apply kayo. Di ba? Huwag kayong plastic sa role. Okay? Kasi may kita yan sa output ninyo na, halimbawa, nag-apply kayo, kunyari magaling ISA kayo, nag-apply kayong graphic designer, hindi naman kayo magaling sa graphics. Sobrang pangit ng output nyo sa kanila. Kasi alam ng mga yan ang magaganda ang quality, di ba? Next is kick-off call or onboarding call. Of course, kapag naging successful yung discovery call, yung interview ninyo, tsaka mangyayari ang kick-off call or onboarding call. This one, i-hand over mo na yung sarili mo sa client mo. Ibig sabihin, client, pwede ko na hingin yung mga platforms, ano yung mga gusto mo ipagawa sa akin day by day. Amin na yung access mo. Ganyan. Involved na kayo sa business ng client nyo. And of course, as a service provider, ang pinakakailangan is nurturing the business. The more na nini-nurture nyo yung business na meron kayo, the more na mas mataas ang chance ng stability ng trabaho ninyo at magkasahod kayo. Guys, ayoko rin kasing i-romanticize yung linya na hindi ka naman tagapagmana ng kliyente. Gaga. Kapag wala kang care sa business nyo at bumagsak yung business nyo, wala papasahurin yung client, wala ipapasahod yung client sa inyo. That's why lagi kanina palang binabanggit ko, have a business owner mindset. That's the first step. Do not be just like a yes man. Okay? Ayaw natin copy and paste lang ang trabaho ninyo. Kasi kung copy and paste lang yan, di sana hindi na lang kayo nag-apply as a reva. Kailangan mag-specialize tayo. Okay? At hindi ko naman sinasabi hindi importante ang copy and paste. Mahalaga po yun. Diba? Kailangan very keen into details din tayo kapag nagde-data entry tayo. Pero kailangan diverse yung skills natin. So, anyway, Highway, ang tanong, how to be a rockstar virtual assistant?